Hi guys, so I'm here today with a very special video, if you've not noticed by the title. It is of course my makeup collection and storage, and I wanted to do this video for the longest time, and I had made a promise that I would do it when I reached 1,000 subscribers, but I can't really help myself, and I just really wanted to film it and get it out there, and hopefully you guys will like it. And yeah, I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there. I don't want this to look like I'm showing off in any way, shape or form. I like to spend my money on makeup, that's just what I do. I work hard for my money, and I think, you know, I should be entitled to spend it how I choose, and if you don't like that, then just click off that little button at the top. Yeah, so I wouldn't say my collection was too big. It's probably a lot bigger than it should be, like the national average of how much makeup you should have, because I buy lots of it, but it fits into 3 drawers, and I think that's a good sort of healthy-ish amount. I don't know, what can I say, I'm very, you know, girly, and I do like all my sort of makeup and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't, like I say, not bragging or anything like that, it's probably an unhealthy amount really. I'm just in denial, and you know, I'm not saying that you should have the same size collection as me. If you've got more than me, that's great. If you've got less than me, that's great. Just sort of whatever's best for you. Yeah, it's kind of just my way of saying thank you for subscribing, because it means so much to me. I'm trying not to be gushy because it's not really my style, but it just means so much, and every sort of comment, like, you know, subscriber, sorry, it just means that people like what I do, and I just sit in front of a camera, you know, and just film videos, but I really enjoy doing it, and I hope to do it for the foreseeable future. And yeah, I'm not going to babble on anymore, but you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Right, so this is the top of my drawers. So as you can see, I've got my eye brushes here, and then my face brushes here, and then a perfume stand behind, which I'll just try and focus in on, and I'll just zoom in a bit further. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a cake stand, and looks like that. In the cake stand, I've got a lot of perfumes in there obviously, but a lot of them are empty bottles, and I kind of just hoard them so they look quite pretty. And then also I've obviously got all my other brushes. So this is my face brushes sort of pot holder. I'm not too sure where I got the pot holder from, but I'm sure you can get stuff like it most places. So the majority of my brushes are MAC or Real Techniques brushes, surprise surprise. So I'll just go through and show you a few brushes that I do have in here that I like. So the first one is this one, and this is the Real Techniques, what's this one called? Multitask brush, and this is one of my more recent purchases, and I love that. I also love my buffing brush as well by Real Techniques, and this is my favourite one for bronzer, and this is the MAC, I think it's the 138 brush, so I've got that. So this is my eye brushes, and again, MAC, Real Techniques, all that good stuff. I'm not really going to go into that too much, but the pot is an IKEA one, but it's actually a lot smaller than the one you get in IKEA, and I got it off eBay, so yeah, it's a good one. So I'll start with the storage itself, and this is the IKEA 9 drawer Alex, which looks like so. Apologies for the mess on the floor. I think it's about £86 or something like that. It's quite stereotypical to get this, but it is so amazing and so compact. So I'll start with the first drawer, and this is my sort of face base drawer. I've got a lot of foundations, concealers, primers, highlighters, bronzers, blushes, that kind of thing, powders. So I'll start with the first bit, and this is the foundation area. I have got a few sort of over here, just sort of stacked at the back, but they're ones that I use kind of less. So I'll start off with my current favourite foundation, and that's the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, and I think this is in the shade yeah, Beige Ivory, and I absolutely love that, and I've been using it pretty much every day since I got it. Another one that I really like is MAC Face and Body, and this is one, it's actually a 50ml, but it's quite diddy. I really like this. You have to shake it up quite a bit, and this is in the shade, I think, N3. And then if you look through, I've got, just move that one out of the way, got a Bourjois Healthy Mix, MAC Studio Fix Fluid, a Dr. Jart BB cream in the back there, Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation, and this one is seriously dark. I'm pretty sure I bought it last year when I was on holiday, after I'd been on holiday, and my face was pretty tan. Then I've got NARS Sheer Glow. This is literally on its last legs. It featured in a empties video a while back, and I think I'm kind of need to just let it go. Then I've also got a Laura Mercier primer. This is the Radiance one, and I absolutely adore this. It's a travel size version, and I feel like I'm getting quite far into it, so I may well get the full size of that. Then I've got the, what's this one? Oh, if I can turn it around. The Revlon Colour Stay foundation, and then I've got the Essie Lauder Double Wear foundation, and I like that as well. And then here I've got a, oh, what's this? It's the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. I do want Moodstone as well, but I just don't know if I can really justify buying another one. Then I'm on to my concealers, and they just kind of fit in a little bit of a gap. All the sort of inserts are from Muji, and I kind of want to get some more, but I really need to think about where I need to put space, because I got quite a few when I originally got my IKEA Alex, but I kind of found like I didn't really know where to put stuff, so it's kind of organised as best it can be. Anyway, back to concealers, and I've got quite a few in here. I've got MAC Select Cover Up in NW20, I think that is, or NW25, and then I've got two of the Rimmel Wake Me Up. That's one's a bit darker, that one's a bit lighter. Got this newer one, Rimmel Match Perfection, and I'm quite liking that one. Then I think in the bottom of there I've got a Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection one, and then I have another concealer here, and that's the MAC Studio Finish, I think. Yeah, Studio Finish Concealer in NW25, which is probably a bit too dark, like for the winter months even. And then we'll go on to this bit, the creme de la creme of blushes, well, apart from the NARS ones that I will show you that are over here. So these are my MAC blushes. I'm thinking about doing a video on these. Yeah, please comment if you want to see a video on all of these. So I'll just start with sort of just pulling out random ones that I really like. So this is a MAC cream blush in Something Special, which I just think is really, really pretty, easy to wear cream blush. I wear this quite a bit actually, and it's my only MAC cream blush. And then I've also got Harmony, which is what I use for contouring. It's a matte shade. Yeah, so they're kind of what's in there. And then at the back I've got a Benefit Hoola. Is that focusing? Yeah, Benefit Hoola. Move on to the middle section. I've got a few, it's like a random draw this little bit, because I've got three of the Bourjois cream blushes, which I absolutely love. And then I've got the Benefit What's Up highlighter, can't see that properly, an Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. I think this is in the shade Luminous Light. It's in the shade Luminous Light, which I think is a little bit too highlighty for me, but it was expensive, so I kind of got to get my use out of it. Then I've got a Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, a Urban Decay Baked Bronzer, my Chanel Soleil de Tan Bronze Universal, whatever it wants to be called, and a Gemma Kid Dewy Glow All Over Radiance Cream, if I can open it, which is in the shade Rose Gold, which is beautiful but sadly discontinued as Gemma Kid is no more, so that's a bit depressing. Also, I don't know where all this bronze has come from, but my hands are filthy. Then if I move on to this sort of section here, and this is a bit of a random section, so I've got some Chanel, yeah, some Chanel foundations back here. I've got Perfection Lumiere and Pro Lumiere, which sadly the latter is discontinued, and I think, is that, yeah, that's the MAC Studio Sculpt. And yeah, so I've got the Elemis Pro Radiance Illuminating Flash Balm, which is quite nice but smells kind of funny. And then my current primer, which is the Revlon Photo Ready Perfecting Primer. Then I've got a Little Diddy Posy Tint by Benefit and the Bourjois bronzing primer, which is really nice as well. So I'll stick that back in there. Okay, so this section is my NARS blushes and whatnot. So I have 5 currently, and I'll pick just like 2 out at random. What's this one? Gina. So this is a really nice sort of tangerine orangey shade. That's really nice. And then what's this one? Deep Throat. I think this is my favourite one and one I'm almost hitting pan on. It's kind of like Orgasm but better and just like really nice, and they have the dirtiest names sometimes, but I'm quite smutty myself, so I find that quite funny. Then I've got my Laguna bronzing powder. I have this bronzer here and it's the, I can't really see it on there, yeah, Chroma Beauty one, and I absolutely love this. It's just a really nice enormous compact, and I think it was like, I don't know, like £12–13, but it's enormous. I mean, it's just so pretty. I mean, the packaging's not great, but the product itself is really good. And then I've got a Bourjois chocolate bronzery thing, and then a Dr. Hauschka palette in there. I've got a Collection Primed and Ready, and then right in the back I've got a Hocus Focus from Soap & Glory, which I really don't use that. Right, so the next drawer here is my eye drawer, and there's quite a lot of stuff in there. So it's like eyeshadows, mascaras, eyeliners, things like that, and some eyelash curlers, and a few fake lashes in the back, which I don't really use that much. So I'll start in this corner, and this is kind of just like my eyeliner drawer. So I've got a few MAC ones in there, Rimmel Scandalised Eye Crayon, another Rimmel one, what's this, Scandalised Eye Paint. I kind of tend to put brow stuff in here as well, so I've got my Hourglass, a bit dirty, brow arch that I just love. So it's kind of just what's in there, and then some pencil sharpeners, and then down the side here I have 2 eyeshadow palettes that I kind of seem to use a lot, but also it kind of stops them moving around so much. So the first one that I've got is the NARS And God Created the Woman, which was limited edition sadly, but it is beautiful, and as you can see I've hit pan on one shade there, so I don't think it'll be too long before I hit pan on some other ones. And then the other palette that I've been using quite a bit is the Smashbox. I might have to smash the box to open it. Yeah, so that looks like that, and it's just really nice colours in there, and I'm liking that a lot, and the mirror is really good in it as well. Then I have my Urban Decay Naked and Naked 2 palettes, and then some MAC palettes there, which yeah, I'll just grab that out. So this is my main MAC palette, and I've taken a few out to put them in a quad, but that's kind of what's going on there. Then onto mascaras, and I've basically just really like high street mascaras at the moment. I just feel like they're just so easy just to pick up and kind of use a lot. So as you can see, I've got quite a few Maybelline. I've got the Falsies, Rocket Volume and Mega Plush, and then I've got this old school Bourjois Volumizer, and then the Rimmel Scandalised, which I really like as well. And this is probably my all-time favourite, and I haven't used this yet, and this one anyway, and it's the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless, which I really like. And then I have like smaller ones here, like my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara and a Little Diddy Benefit They're Real. And that's pretty much what's going on in there. Yeah, so these are my sort of like cream shadows, and I've got MAC paint pots. It's this one, Bear Study. Oh, this one's really pretty. Yeah, that's just like a really pretty champagne-y shade. At the moment I have 4 in there, but I did have a few more, but I kind of just like got rid of them and downsized my stash. Then my like favourite cream eyeshadows, and they're the Maybelline 24 Hour Colour Tattoo thing. And this one's in pink gold, which is very pretty. And then I've got On and On bronze, which seems to have been in a fight. Metallic pomegranate, which I absolutely love, and Permanent Hope. And then I have a L'Oreal gel eyeliner. Then in this little section here I keep my eyelash curlers, which are the Shu Imura ones. I've got a NARS Pro Prime smudge thing. Then I have 3 MAC eyeshadows that have not been depotted, and that's Cranberry, which I absolutely love. It is so pretty. I think the other one's Carbon and Omega. And then I've got 2 MAC fluid lines. I have this little quad here, sorry, this little duo here from NARS, and this is, oh god, Kalahari, which is just beautiful. And then I have a MAC quad, and this just features some of my favourite shades in there. So I've got All That Glitters, Patina, Mulch and Club. So I thought they'd be nice to have in like a travel-y thing. Then the third and final drawer is part of my makeup. The rest of it's kind of body stuff that's not really that interesting and kind of poorly organised. So this is my lip drawer, and I've put a few of my current favourite nail polishes in there just to kind of bulk up the space a bit. So these are my MAC lipsticks, which you will probably see in a collection of, as I filmed that a while ago, and there's quite a few on there. So I'll link that below if you're interested in sort of seeing what they're like on. But yeah, I have got quite a few, and I keep them with the labels up so I can see sort of which ones which. I've got like Lady Danger there, Show Orchid, Rebel, Costa Chic, blah blah blah. And then if I move over here, this is my sort of other lipsticks kind of area. I've got some Rimmel ones, some Benefit ones. I don't know what that one is. And then I've got 2 Bourjois ones, a Chanel one, a YSL one, some Revlon lip butters, and some lip balms. And then I've got some more lip balms sort of over here. Over here I've got lip glosses. So I've got Laura Mercier one, and that's in Orange Tulip, so that's really pretty. I've got an Illamasqua one, Stila one, MAC Kissable lip colour, some lip liners from MAC, Chroma Beauty Honey lip glossy thing, and then I've got another Chroma one there, that's a lip sort of a lipstick pencil thing. And then I've got some mini stuff over here, mainly Urban Decay, Sleek, sorry, Pout Paint, and some old MAC ones. And then this little bit here, I've got some Glossy Box nail files. My Popcorn lip scrub from Lush. I think that's from Burt's Bees. It's like a hand cream. Cath Kidston lip balm. Then over here is where the real show begins. No offense, MAC. And this is basic. I'll just like turn around so you can see them all. This is kind of like my drugstore lip products area, and I've got the Rimmel Lasting Colour Rush Intensive Colour Balm. So I've got 5 of them there, and then I've got some of the, oh not that one, the Bourjois Colour Boosts. Love those too. And then the Rimmel Apocalypse, which I don't wear as much as I should do, but really like them. I've got like 6 of those, and I think at the back I've got some Topshop. Yeah, so that's like, I love this drawer because it's kind of one that I seem to use a lot more than others, apart from like my MAC lips area.